In this video, I'm going to break down the exact step-by-step guide on how you should drill the LSAT to improve your LSAT score. My name is Diego Sarmiento. I was one of only 24 people in the entire world in 2024 to score a perfect 180 score on the LSAT. It got me into Harvard Law School, where I just finished my 1L year. And over the past year, I've tutored hundreds of students taking their scores from the 150s to the 170s. And today I want to talk about drilling. And drilling is one of the most important steps and things you could do. Whoops, that was weird. One of the most important steps and things you could do to improve your score on the LSAT. Let me change. So first I'm going to share, what drilling even is. Then I'm going to share why we want to drill. And then finally, I'm going to finish off with, how do we drill correctly? So what is drilling? So first off, the LSAT, of course, we know is made up of two different types of sections: logical reasoning sections and reading comprehension sections. And the main way I want you to study for the exam is by doing timed sections. Instead of doing the full exam, in one day, which will leave you feeling burnt out, you won't be able to do high quality review, things like that. If you want to watch the other video, you could watch those. Instead of doing that, I want you to focus on doing timed sections. But in between the timed sections, what I recommend doing is doing something that I call, again, drilling. I don't just call it this, a lot of tutors call it this. But the schedule I recommend you guys doing is a time section one day, drilling the next, time section drilling, so on and so forth. So drilling basically is, instead of doing a whole time section and then reviewing what you got wrong after the whole 27 questions, drilling is going one question at a time and seeing if you got the question right or wrong immediately after you attempt the question. So that is what drilling is. Usually what I recommend is to drill for about an hour. And yeah, that's a session of drilling. Why do we want to drill? And why do we want to do drilling? Why don't we just do time sections and then review what we got wrong? One, because the goal for improving on the LSAT and the way we want to improve on the LSAT is by doing the exam. It's by putting the reps in. It's by doing the exam, doing the reps, doing practice problems, and then reviewing what we got wrong on those practice problems. And when we do a time section, we do 27 questions, and then we look at what we got wrong on those 27 questions. If we ever do a full exam, we do the full exam, and then we look at what we got wrong and review what we got wrong on that exam. When we do drilling, however, we do one question, and then we immediately see if we got that question wrong. So hopefully you see when we drill, we are really shortening that time between attempting the question and seeing if we got it wrong and reviewing the question. Whereas for a time section, we have to wait, 35 minutes until we could review what we got wrong. Or if we do a full exam, we have to wait, 3-4 hours until we're done with the exam to review what we got wrong. When we drill, we get that immediate feedback. And this is why drilling is important, is because we're really shortening the time between attempting a question and seeing if we got it wrong and reviewing the question. So that's really important. The other thing that's important about drilling is that it's much more calm. You're really making sure you're not focusing on time, and you're also using it to really focus on, the system, your form, and the steps you take to answer an LSAT question. For example, the way I teach, logical reasoning and the LSAT in general is through a system. Like a 3-step system. So for logical reasoning, we first active read, then we dissect the argument, then we make a prediction. If we're only doing time sections, it's easy to forget these steps and to not do the exam effectively. But when we drill, because we're going slow, there's no timer, we're going calm, we could really focus on perfecting our system, perfecting our quote unquote form, the way we take the exam. Then also it's a good, almost kind of recovery day after we do an intense time section. So that's why we do, drilling. Now I'm going to break into, how we could drill in the most effective way. In the broad way of how do we fit it into our schedule, and then in the narrow way of when we're actually doing drilling, what are some tips that could help us drill more effectively. And by the way, if you want more of this type of advice, you could go to the link in the description and purchase a month of my tutoring. It comes out to less than $20 an hour. You get 10 hours per month. It really is, something that is helping a lot of students. But if you can't afford it, these free videos should be able to take you to your goal score. But if you really want to speed up the process and make sure you're not missing anything, you could join the tutoring. So, okay, how do we drill in the most effective manner? Well, overall, how do we fit it into our study schedule? Again, the study schedule I recommend to you guys is doing a time section on Monday and then drilling for an hour on Tuesday, logical reasoning. Doing the second time section Wednesday, drilling for an hour on Thursday. You could drill reading comprehension. Friday, doing the third time section. Saturday, drilling logical reasoning or reading comprehension, whichever one you're performing worse in. And then Sunday, you could take the day off, or you could do the fourth time section of an exam, and boom, just rinse and repeat that. That's what I tell all my students. That's what I did myself, and that's what I really recommend. If your goal is in the 160s or 170s, that's what I really recommend as a study schedule, how you could fit drilling in. And again, I recommend you guys do this study schedule in the morning. It really is more effective in the morning. In terms of, when you're actually drilling, when you're actually doing the process of going one question at a time, the thing I recommend is view it as, one, before you actually do your hour of drilling, for 5 minutes, skim through a document that reminds you of all the principles you need to keep in mind to be successful on the exam. If you join my tutoring, you could get access to my document, but I recommend you could just make your own. Just put in some advice that you learned from YouTube or books, put that on a document, and then skim through it for 5 minutes before you drill. This will just prime your brain to really make sure you're not forgetting any of the important steps when you're doing the exam. But when you're doing, your drills, when you're doing your questions, go slow, go calm. Even if it takes you 5 to 8 minutes to answer a question, that's completely okay. Go really slow. In order to actually do the drilling, you could either do it through a website that has a drilling function, such as LSAT Demon or 7Sage. I believe they already have drilling functions. Or if you don't have that, you could just go to what is it called? A Law Hub, and you could choose the time section you haven't done, put it in practice mode, and then just go one question at a time and click show answer right after you attempt the question. Really, you want to focus on form. And then when you get a question wrong, you want to put your phone in a different room, make sure you're not being interrupted. But when you get a question wrong, you really want to do high quality review of that question. So what is high quality review? High quality review is basically when you get a question wrong, you first want to redo it blind. You want to redo the question without knowing what the right answer is, and keep doing that until you finally get the right answer. Once you've gotten the right answer, you want to sit with that question until you can do three things. Until you could answer you could answer the question of why the right answer is correct, why the wrong answer you chose is wrong, and then sit with it until you feel like a click in your head. I know this is kind of like a vague, standard, like a click in your head, but trust me, when you're doing the review, you'll feel when you get that click in your head. And then only then, once you've done all those steps, that's when you've done your high quality review for that question. And then you could move on to the next one in a slow, calm, controlled manner, really focusing on your form of how you're doing the exam. So that's a little bit about drilling. That's why you should do it. That's what drilling is, and that's how you should do it at the end of the video. I really hope this was helpful. I'm going to be posting more content, so if you want to watch more, feel free to like this video, subscribe. It helps the algorithm. And again, if you want more tutoring and specific advice, you could join the community in the description. But okay, I'll see y'all. Bye.